My name is Jeanne Tardiff, and I serve as the Department Chair and Professor of Early Childhood Development at Tidewater Community College. I'm here to talk about my early childhood career path. I currently work at Tidewater Community College, where I've served for the last 13 years. My typical day has changed a lot as the students' needs have changed. When I started, my typical day was teaching here in the classroom and online. However, most of my students need online courses now, so my role involves being in my home office, teaching online and meeting with students on Zoom. When I was 16, I took a job at the local skating rink. With that, I worked after school care, and I also did summer camp. And that's when I realized I really liked kids because I am a kid. And so at that point, I was about 16 years old and decided to enroll in early childhood classes at my local community college. The experiences were definitely learning through being in the classroom. I actually kind of skipped the assistant teacher thing and was just put in as a lead teacher. The experiences that really shaped it were being in the classroom because I've had the experience working from infants that are 6 weeks old to school-age students. So that really helped shape my practice. Some of the key players were working with the therapists that worked with the students and came externally. So I learned to work with children who were autistic, who had speech therapy, who had occupational therapy, and I asked a lot of questions, and they really helped me learn how to effectively work with children with special needs. Another thing that really helped me shape who I am is going to conferences and workshops. I learned a whole lot attending and presenting at NACCE conferences around the country. It's where I went to different sessions and learned all different types of things that I could apply in my classroom. I enjoy a lot of things about working with children, families, and educators. One of my favorite things is getting to impact them and teach them about how to use developmentally appropriate practice. I enjoy working with children, families, and educators for a lot of different reasons. I get to help them, and that is my main goal. I have a lot of advice for a new educator, but the biggest one would be never stop learning. As educators, knowing children, we're lifelong learners, and teachers are also lifelong learners. So I definitely recommend go to all the workshops, get your education, which by the way, there's great scholarships to do that, and keep going. I started out at a community college just curious about what I could learn, but that turned into transferring to a four-year university, starting and finishing my master's degree, getting my doctorate degree, and then even going postdoc at Johns Hopkins to learn more about young children and neuroscience. I started my career working directly with young children in the classroom. For most of my time in the classroom, I worked with preschool-aged kids, and that was my place. I thought for sure I was going to retire on a circle time carpet, but little did I know there were more opportunities to go out and use the gifts that I was given. When I completed my master's degree at age 25, I never knew this could happen, but one of my bachelor degree teachers asked me to come teach at the college. After thinking about it, I never thought I could do that. I was 25. What did I have to offer? But I did it. I would teach 4-year-olds during the day, grab a pizza to go, and then go teach college seniors about admin in early childhood. At that point, I decided that I could have a really great impact on teaching teachers how to teach children. Then I transitioned into full college. I moved here to Virginia from North Carolina and was offered the job to be a full-time professor and chair of the department. I've been doing that for the last 13 years, and I adore getting to work with students. I got into working with young children, again, part-time, by working for the Navy Respite Care Program. Aside from that, in 2014, I became a certified class observer. Ever since then, I've enjoyed going into classrooms, observing teachers for the sole opportunity to provide them feedback to continue being the better educators that they are. One thing I've really enjoyed about working with young children is the lifelong impact that I've had. I actually remember a lot of my kids in their mama's bellies because I had their siblings in my classes. Now all of these students are in college, graduated college, and they still remember things. I have one child that says, "You used to read to me all the time in center time, and now I love reading so much." I have another child that remembers that I used to allow her to get angry. She used to have all kinds of fits in my classroom, but instead of yelling at her or punishing her, I told her it was okay to be angry. I would teach my children that all emotions were okay. It's really interesting to talk about my future because, to be honest, my life right now exceeds any dreams I had for myself. All I wanted to do is teach young children, but so many doors opened again because I continued to learn all I could. Becoming a doctor, becoming a program chair, somebody that makes decisions, never saw that coming. There's no telling where I'll go next, or maybe I'll retire here, or maybe both. There is one more thing I want to share, and it's probably the most important. You can do this too. All you have to have is one thing, and that is a passion for working with young children. That's it. From there, there's so many ways to move out. For instance, I was unable to go to a university when I graduated high school. I started at a community college, which I'm really glad I did, and then I transferred up. So there is nothing stopping you. One thing I don't want you to think is that you can't do it. There are so many resources out there that support you. There are scholarships that the only thing you have to do is work with young children. There's financial aid, which most students are on. There are people that want to mentor and help you and guide you. There is so much support out there, from writing to tutoring, anything you could need. If you want to be working with children, all I want you to do is do it. Just remember one thing, you are not alone. I am happy to mentor you whether you want to come to the college or not. I've done it, and I'm here to help you get to where you want to be. And I am just one of many people that want to help you in this community. So keep a lookout. We're going to share more people with you that are happy to help. Thank you for taking the time to watch this video and hear my story. I hope it inspires you to continue on your journey working with young children.